Hello, and welcome back to another week of Seal. This is where I would be showing you the beautiful playoffs table and schedule. However, apparently this game is an hour earlier than it was supposed to be, even though they had a whole week to tell me that. And that is about as salty as I'm going to get with this. So I'm already over it. And we're excited for this series. Every game is going to be a best of three, which means we can go for 3 games. All 3 matches if we get to see a 1-1. We have Team Initiative, led by Benevolent Gremlin, versus Team Forever TOKC. Don't know why that's not their name in Dota, but it is led by Smack. This is a group called something. Again, you took away an hour of my prep time. This is a group Cammy House, because Cammy's the first seed team in this group. So we have 3 weeks for each team to play a best of 3 against each other, and the top team goes to upper bracket. The second and third team go to regular playoffs, and the fourth team is eliminated. So now is going to be the time when the matches actually matter and the outcome matters a lot. So the teams that have been maybe withholding some of their strategies or trying different strategies, maybe now's the time to bring those out and put everything on the table to get the wins. We got our bans out already. Initiative is Radiant with first pick. We got rid of Marcy, Skywrath, and Spirit Breaker. And Team Forever has gotten rid of Phoenix, Pudge, Viper, and Jakiro. All 4 of those bans are targeted at lane dominating heroes. Well, mine is the Pudge, but the Viper, Phoenix, and Jakiro definitely output a lot of damage. Disruptor will be the first pick. Now I, in my head, can hear Pierce telling me about all the cool stuff that he's researched about these 2 teams. But Pierce isn't here because he will be ready for us in an hour. I don't know if he's going to be doing research or not, given that the games have started. Oh wow, Epikid has disconnected from the game. Remake lobby, guys. We will see a Centaur as a response pick from Forever TOKC, but I'll probably stick with Team Forever. Rolls off the tongue easier. I like Centaur. I mentioned it maybe last week or a couple of weeks ago that I don't necessarily enjoy when a team opens with 2 supports as their first 2 picks. Because if you open with 2 supports that can't necessarily deal with a certain core, you can get you can enable the enemy team to pick that core, and you will be having a lot of trouble. So I like the Centaur pick. It's a hero that's always going to have impact in the game, even when you get counter-picked. Maybe you have a hard lane. You can always go take the triangle farm with a few points and retaliate, and an early
10 seconds.
Vanguard, excuse me.
5 seconds. It is Dyer's ban.
Beastmaster and Enchantress, both being the bans from Initiative here. Enchantress, I would assume, is definitely a targeted ban, because it's not a common hero for average MMR players. So I would assume someone is a very good Enchantress player, and a good Enchantress player can also be a good Chen player, getting those creeps in the lane, giving you some early lane presence and early tower pressure as well. Centaur and Chen. We have some aggressive plays already. Both of them on 4 hoofs.
5
which we all know like matters a lot, because you can't win a game if your team is just a bunch of two-legged abominations. That was obviously a shout out to Leshrac.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Earth Shaker, a response from Initiative, does well against the large amount of creeps that Chen will have. A Blink Echo Slam will be the demise of this Chen. He'll probably be looking to get some auras, maybe a pipe on the Chen, and a Shadow Fiend. A Shadow Fiend Disruptor lane is very, very difficult. I actually think I laned against that like in a random pub where the Disruptor would... Oh no, I was watching Pierce lane against it, I think. I don't know. But either way, it was very difficult, because if you're ever out of position, the Disruptor can catch you with the Glimpse, and the Disruptor had that facet of activating his innate, the little stay away from me innate. And so he would glimpse them back, walk towards where the glimpse is, and push them further back with his innate, and that would set up Shadow Fiend for the easiest triple raise ever. So I already am a big fan of this this lane, the Shadow Fiend Disruptor. Unless, of course, it's a Shadow Fiend mid. Using a good amount of the reserve time here, but they will pick a Razor. This hero's seen a lot of improvements over the last couple of letter patches. His magic build, maxing
10 seconds.
static field as well as the third ability, whatever the heck that's called. But you go the facet that gives your passive 2 times chance to proc while your ultimate is on, and then it's 100% chance if you're targeted by spells. So you do a lot of AoE damage in these fights. Dark Willow. I'm seeing a lot of AoE damage, a lot of AoE control coming out from this Dire side, Team Forever. And likewise, Initiative, just with the Shaker, I think they can put up a good fight. Disruptor and Willow, I think, are going to be the pivotal heroes in these team fights, whether they can get their spells off. If you are able to get a Terrorize, or if the Disruptor is able to get Static Storm off, that will disrupt the fight. Good one. Thank you, Cookcaster. You're welcome, Maincaster, of course. It's honestly been like 4 years since I've had a solo cast where I talk to myself and then go a little crazy. So I like it. Maybe I should not be a mad dog, maybe I should be a crazy dog. Woof woof. Mars, usually a very good hero paired with the Willow, because you can get the Terrorize into the arena thing, but still a solid hero. Again, you can set up with the Glimpse on the Disruptor, bring them back, and that'll be an easy spear into trees for the Mars. And again, more AoE team fight presence on that Mars. Both teams thirsty for blood with these picks. Not gonna be a lazy farm fest, especially with a Razor core. He's not a farm-focused hero. Maybe he's gonna use the first couple of ultimates on farming Ancients, but definitely wants to be in the face of the enemy heroes. Carries being banned out by Initiative here. They think it's going to be a Razor mid, not safe lane. And with Mars going off lane, even if it is a Razor safe lane, it'll be an uncomfortable lane, but not impossible. You're always able to get the spear on him to push him away from you to break that static link. And then Team Forever are banning mid laners with this Queen ban, as they expect the Shadow Fiend safe lane. And Forever, TOKC, they have the advantage of last pick, so they could put Razor, carry, or mid, depending on this pick that Initiative still have. Of course, they gotta do their ban first. I would say
Dire's turn to ban. Radiant must choose.
I don't know if they play Invoker, but like Invoker's pretty decent for initiative here. It thrives on the amount of control that Mars Shaker Disruptor is giving you. And if you're playing with an active Invoker, the Wex build, again, it's more on this like running around, getting kills, Cold Snap. Vessel, very good against both Centaur and
5
Shen.
seconds remain.
$30 left for initiative to pick their last hero here. I think they should go for a mid hero because Shadow Fiend is very strong in the safe lane. You already see the 2 heroes you're against, and I don't think Shadow Fiend minds that lane, especially with a Disruptor. Even if it's a Shaker 5 and Disruptor goes with Mars. So they will pick the Puck. Very solid. Very difficult for Dire to stun the Puck. All of their stuns are what's the word? Telegraphed. You can see the Hoof Stomp coming. It's a long animation. The Dark Willow Terrorize, as well as the Tick 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 stun ability.
5 seconds.
Those are all very easy to time the phase shift on Puck, so I like that pick. And Puck, I would say, usually in the early game, kind of suffers from lack of damage, but definitely not in this lineup. So you have Puck that's going to be elusive going in and out of the fights. Later in the game, obviously, with a the Witchblade, as well as maybe Ags or whatever items he's going for. He's going to be doing the damage, but early game, he can definitely rely on the Shadow Fiend Mars to do some damage. And a Sniper
Your hero.
picked for Forever TOKC. That's the last time. That's the last time, guys. I'm going with Team Forever. That's it. I've done my best. Raptor is on the Chen, and the Chen looks like he's on like a Gator Raptor thing, so kind of fitting. I like it. So we give them some bonus points for that. But then the bonus points are subtracted because I don't know what this team name is. I don't know what's going on. Smack is the captain, so I'm assuming he has the team. The actual team, but that's fine. And then we have Saul on what I assume is going to be the mid sniper. And Smack with the safe lane Razor.
5 seconds.
The game was paused. Peculiar. But what other way would you guys like to start our playoffs? Or sorry, not playoffs, our group stages, our round robin, than with a North American Dota pause? It's before the game even starts. Crazy stuff, guys. I think I favor initiative. I think the sniper is a very good pick in terms of the Puck lane. You're able to farm as the sniper. But I feel like the amount of go that initiative have, the Disruptor is always able to get a good glimpse off. The Earthshaker has a long-range fissure to get a stun. And then Mars with Arena. All of these kind of answer the sniper, so I'm not super excited about that overall last pick. And additionally, Puck hasn't been answered by the sniper outside of the laning phase. Maybe you get dominated in the lane, and Puck doesn't have an impact in the game. But you're not gonna be able to kill the Puck, I feel like. If you had a Shaman on your team, you know, Blink Hex, perhaps. But with the support duo, I don't know that Sniper and Razor can easily kill this Puck. Oh, hello there. That's my face. And let's look at the facets real quick.
Prepare for battle.
Resonating Ridge on the Shaker. Support Shaker. I'm not sure which is the best. I mean, Core Shaker, probably you're going for the other one to get a bigger Aftershock, but as a support, probably spamming Fissure, so maybe it's not a bad thing to go for the tiny, the small little Echo Slam effect. Curveball, I like it. I've seen a lot of people starting to go this fast over the other one. As the small tomato creep of Raptor will scout out an observer. Epikid smoke will pop. You know they're coming on the high ground here. They don't have an observer, they're just walking high ground. But the wraparound from Centaur. Pocket gets the hoof stomp on Leaf, will die to Raptor. Epikid slowed, trying to get a raise off before he dies, and will turn to allow Pocket to hit him that one last auto attack. And that's going to be first blood, a double first blood for Team Forever. Nice wraparound here from Pocket to get the hoof stomp. And definitely the better first blood patient that I've seen, going kind of from that splitting the angle, going from both sides. Throwing shade on the Willow to do more damage. Horsepower. Pierce would be very happy about that. Centaur did not waste the chance to save 1500 gold. And Centaur does block the creep's bottom. They're gonna crash, which will make him a happy camper. Top lane Raptor applying a lot of pressure with this. It's not tomato because it's yellow, so it's like I'll think about that one. I'll come back to you guys. We'll get back to you with our updates on what it is. It's not a tomato. He's not an orange either. Bad orange. Pocket is so yummy. Yeah. Few raises coming out from Epikid to secure those creeps. And I think the danger on the Shadow Fiend, it's the potato. It's a potato, the tomato-potato combo. Of course. Oh, it's a potato. Yeah, it is a potato. You're right. Thank you. Mid lane Spoony taking a lot of damage from the shrapnel, but he's able to walk away. Benevolent, on the other hand, not as lucky. He will fall. I was gonna say, yeah, the bottom lane, once it's level 3 on Epikid, and he'll have 2 points in Shadow Rays, I think we might be seeing some more aggression coming out. There's definitely a lot of aggression in this top lane. So when can he get a second one? Or sorry, when can he get the tomato, not the potato? I don't know. Spear doesn't connect on the fissure. Someone explain that to me, but it connects on the tree. Centaur bottom is going to get glimpsed back into the raises and will die. Midder Chen trying to get the attack off and will find the kill on Epikid. The creeps get the bounty though. But solo XP for this Willow. Level 3. Glimpse is available. He has a mango. He's gonna mango. Trying to walk its level 1 glimpse. He is going to die for it. Gets the range to get the glimpse back on the Centaur, but will die. Top lane. Froz living on a sliver of HP has to walk back, and that's the power of the Chen in lane. You're able to apply a lot of pressure and a lot of harass. Mid lane, the expected CS advantage for Sniper. But it's not a domination per se, but it is an advantage. One hero is more active with ganks later on, and will probably be relying on the help of his supports to get those kills. Alright, I'm gonna read it. Nobody die, please, as I read this. The spell is always blah blah blah, sure. Oh, it's literally either? Do you just, like, swap it between them? How do you choose which? It says you swap either. I don't know. Someone died! I was reading the spell! Alright, Saul gets a kill on Spoony. And the TP in from Benevolent makes it a double kill. That definitely changes the equation in terms of how good the sniper pick is. Bottom lane Leaf will fall to Midder Chen's auto attack. What's it called? Shadow Realm. I know that. I know that spell. Ooh, you know, I was actually thinking about this earlier today when I was getting ready. I was like, if I wasn't my cameraman, I'd be spending like the first minute of the game just going over the spells again. It's not like I have 10,000 hours of Dota and I know the name of every spell, but I just like sometimes forget, you know? Over a level advantage here for Saul in this mid lane thanks to the double kill that he got. And Spoony, I expect when he hits level 6, he might want to make a rotation, try and get a recovery in this game. The side lanes, Epikid is happy, he's having a good time, but definitely not as good as the top lane for the Razor. The Mars, like I mentioned before, quite unhappy with how Raptor has been bullying him. Can anybody tell me how this works? How do you choose? Do you just right click to swap it? Please. Any of my 6 viewers know how this spell works? Any Chen players in the chat? Saul denying a lot of these creeps in front of Spoony's face. That's gonna be the level 6 though. Regen will be picked up by Saul. Denies the puck the opportunity to refill the bottle as well as get a gank with that power rune. Courier killed. Froz is like, you know what? I can't kill creeps, but I sure am gonna kill a courier. Nice fissure to block the Razor away, but it does not block Raptor away with his little ghost. That slow attack. That play came at a time where they could invade for the Wisdom Shrine, but the fissure keeps them away. Saul is here, trying to get a kill on Benevolent, who's dropping low. The coil comes out from Puck. Spear from Froz onto the sniper. Saul, still very healthy, and here's Smack. It's called Storm Surge, guys. With the Storm Surge, Spoony gets away from Smack, but not from the large ancient golems. But yeah, the Thunderhead, very strong spell. You see how much damage he did in that fight. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. Strong hero. I don't know, guys. I don't know anything. I don't know when you can switch it. Where can you switch it? Can you switch it? When can you switch it? I need to get over it and focus elsewhere. Shadow Fiend, the only positive thing going for Team Initiative here. As he's farming well, he's ahead of the Sniper, who's had a very, very good mid lane. But he's gonna get caught with the Brambles, and that's a level 6 on Midder Chen, who's gonna find a solo kill, because Pocket was not there. And a double kill, a solo double kill by Midder Chen. Where was Centaur this entire time? Why didn't he help his Dark Willow? Someone report this man. I gotta keep myself entertained when I'm alone, guys. So. Smack going on Benevolent here. Spear will buy him the time to walk away. And Froz is still level 4. This is a very, very struggling Mars who does not have his tower, does not have his levels or his phase boots. He's got 2 gauntlets of strength in his backpack.
Middle tower.
Puck gets a coil on Mitter Chen. Spoonie not going to commit on this, and that's kind of the lack of damage that Puck has in the early game. Leaf will fall to Saul's Assassinate. Mechanism already done on Raptor. What the tarnation? Mechanism already done on Smack. 100% love that. It's a great item, great build. You're playing with this Chen lineup. You want to keep up the pressure. The only way for Initiative to kind of get a hold back onto this game that's a 6k lead for Team Forever
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
is for them to kind of farm, cut the waves, or push waves. And the way you negate that is apply pressure, 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 as much pressure as you can. We're gonna do a quick item check. The mechanism, and also because you have a mid sniper who can go that attack build. As they're TPing top, defending their tower, Bramble will connect onto Froz, who hit his level 6, is going to Arena TP out. Space created, and honestly, that is a net positive for Initiative there. They forced 4 people top, and they didn't lose anyone. Definitely was going to lose a lot of people with the sniper DD. So yeah, sniper can output the carry damage. Benevolent feeling the pain of that assassinate. So he did have confused raindrops. So Razor can focus on double downing on these aura items. I can't remember who it was. Point is, it wasn't my original idea. I don't know if it was like Gunner or... That's like the 2 streamers that I watch is Gunner and non-Dota streamers. So it might have been Gunner. But it was like, if you're ahead, make sure you don't die, right? Like, Razor doesn't need to buy Assange and Yasha to go kill the enemy faster. They're already dying. They've only killed you once in 12 minutes. So you buy the mech, you make sure you don't throw away your lead by dying. And we're gonna have drums picked up by Chen here in a few hundred gold. Centaur 600 away from his blink. And Sniper is the one that's going for the damage. But the mech, very, very good item on the Razor. He's obviously going to finish that. Guardian Greaves. We'll get rid of the silence from Puck. He does have that Greaves going for a Crimson Guard next. The heroes that naturally do a lot of damage with their spells, like Shadow Fiend, Razor, Leshrac. Again, you just have to stay alive as long as possible. In the fights, your hero is already doing damage based on their kit. So you want to keep living, and bottom lane, they're pinging Epi Kid. Bramble will connect. Pocket still doesn't have that Blink Dagger. 100 gold off. And other side of the map, Benevolent and Spoonie are smoked. Trying to find the sniper, but the sniper's bottom! Saul is hasted, goes on Epikid, will be glimpsed back. Leaf still level 5. Halfway to his 6. And a certain point in the game, Benevolent walks up to defend the tower. We'll get level 7 off of that. At a certain point in the game, objectives aren't worth your life as... Alright, does this look any different? I see he has the potato, but I don't see anything about the spell that is any different. Maybe it's like first 2 levels. Yeah, I got nothing, guys. I literally have no idea. Maybe the first 2 levels it's a tomato, the last 2 levels it's a potato. Assassinate will land on Benevolent, as well as the Cursed Crown. He will be fine. This bottom tier 2 slowly dropping. Razor TP stop with the help of Willow. Smack says, hold on a minute. I ain't giving anyone a free tower. We're ahead. We want to keep it that way. Smax's courier dies. That is the rest of his vanguard. No, that was just the first component of his vanguard. Some D-ward action coming out here from Leaf. But a lot of times I see teams trying to defend objectives. Arena into Shadow Fiend ultimate. Fissure comes out as well. Smack uses Greaves. Still alive. Echo Slam comes out. Will find the kill. Midder Chen double kill. Level 10 off of that. But the glimpse will bring him back. And that is a 2-for-2 exchange, which is definitely favoring Radiant. Initiative here. Getting some money back. Let's watch that nice replay. As the fear coming out from Shadow Fiend's Requiem does push him into the arena, so some synergy there. Midder Chen double kill solo experience. Very happy about that, definitely. But what was I talking about, guys? Maybe my co-cast is gonna remind me. Yeah, I think you were talking about defending objectives and waiting for items and timings. So if that Chen were to... Sorry, if the Disruptor were to defend the bottom tower while he's still level 5, and then he dies, and he tries to defend it again, and then he dies over and over again, and then your team's like, suddenly, guys, wait, what? We need our Disruptor level 6. Just go farm. As a position 5, if you're like 100 gold off of your Blink Dagger, and then your team's like pinging, hey, I need to like defend this tower. If that timing is massive, like the level 6 of Static Storm, or like 200 gold off of BKB for a carry, let the objective die. Let it go, even if it's a Rax. Even if it's a Rax. Sometimes that is the best decision. Speaking of big timings, 1,000 gold for Benevolent, trying to get that Blink Dagger, defending that bottom tower. Pocket has Blink, will get on top of Benevolent, assassinate from a distance here, will land onto Benevolent. Pocket is gonna get glimpsed back here, and Coil. Chen uses his ultimate, the regen, keeps him alive. Fissure, but Spoony finds the kill. Slowly, but surely. Well, I don't know if it's but surely. I can predict from the future. Slowly, Initiative, Team Initiative are making the right decisions across the map to keep the game kind of where it has been at. You know, it's been 6k at minute 9. It's still 6k. They're stopping the bleeding. Now time to go see a doctor. And the metaphor has ended. Thank you for joining. I hope you all have a great day. And guess what? I'm not gonna check his name. The Shadow Fiend, I know his name. I know his name. I definitely don't know his name. No idea, not even close. Epikid is top net worth. Has the Dragon Lance, Mask of Madness. They're gonna find a stun onto the puck here. Is not going to dodge the Terrorize. Spoony will fall to Sol. Hey, that was pretty good. Fall to Sol. I'd hate to fall to Sol. I think it's honestly not like because my co-casters give us like insightful content and like they give us such insightful comments, but it might be for the best for the sanity of my viewers, because like if you just keep hearing me over and over again. Fissure on Smack. Who knows what you guys. Holy, Leaf is destroyed. He is going to survive the last attack. Benevolent. Oh my god, you guys are living on a prayer. Wow. The supports. That's called limit testing. That's called calculated. That's called they knew exactly what they were doing. Not even close, guys. Not even close.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Alright, well, did we catch that? Probably. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like Leaf...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Did he have a... He just stopped hitting. He couldn't hit him. I thought Leaf like sticked or something, but I checked. His stick was not on cooldown. So...
Radiant's bottom tower
Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Bottom tower did fall. to Saul. That's twice. Alright, alright. Fall to Saul. That happened twice in the game already, guys. Someone got glimpsed. And someone died. Spoonie leaves nothing to chance. Will get the silence as well as the dream coil on to Mitter Chen. Finds the kill. Very short cooldown ability as well. We'll be back in a minute. How is our Froz doing? He has a blink dagger. Alright, we have another catch with the glimpse onto the Chen. Spear will connect, but a blink hoof stomp onto 3 from Pocket. He missed the Puckers onto 2. Nice Requiem there. Will catch Raptor. Will fall. Pocket does not have a lot of armor around the Shadow Fiend, so he's gonna die as well. Terrorize lands on the Puck. Puck will get pew-pewed. Dies to Smack. Smack with the insane amount of lightning damage. Glimpse brings Mitterchen away from Epikid. Smack still wants to chase. He's got the movement speed, but the incredibly placed... Alright, that was like... whatever that spell's called. Like, something so basic like this. Everybody knows that it's called Kinetic Field. Anyway, that is such a good Kinetic Field to keep himself alive. Up to 15 minutes. Can you summon... You can summon a lower level creep, and after that... It's... Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the information. Were you rushing Ags, bro? Or is that... No, Scotty's not that anymore. He just got an Ags, alright. Saul has an Axe completed, minute 21. And Roche is going to be the objective by the Chen team. And there does not look like a counterplay is being made, even though they do scan the Roshan. Smoke from Raptor to make sure nobody's trying to do a sneaky. No sneakies allowed. Now, Radiant know that Roche is happening. They could be taking Tormentor on the other side of the map. I have like a massive burp, guys. Just want to let you know. Thanks. It was honestly just a cough. I wanted it to be a burp, but maybe next time. Maybe during our halftime show. We don't have a halftime show. Sorry to disappoint. Radiant scan Tormentor, or sorry, Dire scan Tormentor, and just at the last second of the scan, it will turn red. They are going to contest it. Mass TP is coming. The smoke, little late, and the TP's out, knowing that they just got away with murder there. The Roche play cost them a few thousand gold net worth. Here. As we check the graph, hey production, just pull up the graph for us, please. Yes, sir. Yes, copy that. All right, we're pulling up the graph. That's why I told you guys we need friends. Just tell me to be quiet. But Saul has the Aegis. I don't know how I feel about the Ags. I don't know how I feel about the Ags. Froz is dead. Is dead. I was gonna say, because like Smack is going for the aura, I'm running in, my body is my weapon. I was assuming Saul would be going for more like Maelstrom, Pew Pew, BKB action. I mean, Ags is not a bad item, it's just a second item Ags. Not sure about that, obviously they're winning, and they're hitting Hydron now. 23 minutes. The tomato creep is hitting the tower. He wants the tomato creep to die to give that extra damage. Blink from Mitter Chen with the sentry plays down to make sure Leaf dies. Nice aggressive plays here. Fissure connects onto the... Yep, onto the very, very alive and healthy Razor and Dark Willow. That's going to be a fortified tower and a fortified creeps from Dire. They want that tower. Blink, hoof stomp onto Puck, dead. Can't dodge the hoof stomp if you don't press your spells. That is the Grandmaster Puck dead. Holy spells being cast! Terrorized to disable the combo. Requiem gets the kill on Sniper. Glimpse back onto Smack. They don't have the Static Storm to follow up. It was available, but he did not press it. Leaf finally drops the Static Storm. A broken Razor will find the kill. And now, Epikid trying to fight for his life. He will find the kill on Pocket. But Saul claims the kill on the Shadow Fiend thanks to the Shrapnel Pew Pew thingy. A lot of spells being cast, a lot of people dying. Tier 3 has died. The Iraqs are still alive. It was a very, very good initiation by Dire. Would have been great if production caught that on the replay, but sadly they're lazy boo-boos and they didn't catch it. 4K lead. Blink Fissure. I was gonna say, that was a good team fight for Radiant. Right after their Puck died, to imagine what they could do with their Puck alive. They put an Observer down. The Glimpse does nothing to Raptor as it glimpses him in place. And 25-minute mark, maybe, right, you know, at the 15-minute mark, that's when Chen can bring his big creep. 25-minute mark is when Chen starts going down. He's not fully useless yet, but this is kind of around the time where you're like, hey team, I gave you an incredible start. I won you the lane, I took all the towers, I got the aura, the push, the blah blah blah. I'm gonna start being a walking creep for a little bit. And we'll see if Team Initiative can take advantage of that. And punish him because, like I said, we just saw a good team fight. Alright, last time I tried to check items, which was like 7 minutes ago, there was more fighting. So let's just chill, guys. That's probably an Ags coming from Mid or Chen. Yeah, Saul is going for some right-click items now. Solar Crest, Vanguard Drums, and the Pipe just picked up at the same time as the Sanj and Yasha. Big timings for Dire here. They're actually a lot stronger than they were with last fight, especially that Pipe pickup. Because a lot of the damage coming up from Team Initiative is magical. Yes, and then these are items here. The last outer tower has been claimed by Team Forever TOKC. I'm assuming it's TOKC, not like Talk, because that's like kind of weird. They're smoked in their own base. They're trying to get a jump on them. No BKBs on anyone in Dire, but they do have Pipe. They see Sniper, they're gonna get the arena, 2-man, stun, into the Echo Slam, and the massive silence from the Disruptor gets the Terrorize! No Terrorize because of the silence. Terrorize connects now. Nobody's dead. Froz is dead, nobody on Dire died. The Pipe and the Greaves kept them alive, the Chen heal as well. And that was the entire load of Team Initiative. Smack in very deep, trying to get the Puck, but the Puck is elusive and will not die. The Glimpse saves Smack, puts him away from danger. Midder Chen is going to also run away with very little health. Incredible, close fight. Could have gone anywhere, anyway, anyhow. But, Epikid wasn't able to dish out enough damage during the control coming out from his team, and the heals from Team Forever were enough to keep him alive. Pocket is probably going to be fine. He's going to get glimpsed back, but the blink from Midder Chen onto the Disruptor, who's going to get force staffed away. He is alive for now. Assassinate onto him will get the kill. Midder Chen running away. Spear will find him. But Midder Chen did save the life of his Centaur. Pocket, very grateful for that. It's like actually hilarious because I like said Pocket, right heroes get a glimpse, and then now I had to check his name because I'm like, I don't know, I have the memory of a chicken nugget. I gotta remind myself of things all the time. Spoonie about to get his first damage item. Yes, I understand he has a Witchblade, but really, the upgrade, which is called Plasma, that really, like, gives him so much extra damage. And I'd like to see initiative initiate on the supports next time. Maybe getting the Chen in the arena. They kind of caught the Willow in the Static Storm, but there was no damage being output on her, so she kind of just was able to walk out of the Static Storm, get terrorized out. So maybe focusing someone that isn't... I wish you'd catch me in the Static Storm! Thanks, Abravia. Only heroes emit the Echo Slam. I think they do see that. They're gonna ping it out. A sentry is placed. And he sees it, because this is part of the base vision. Assassinate comes out, the Ags Assassinate, a little longer stun, but the Force Staff and the Psychic Headband, kind of like a hurricane pipe from this Earthshaker. Nobody expects it. Smack gets glimpsed deeper into the base, but he's got 3,000 HP. He's gonna get broken, he's gonna get coiled, he's gonna get gone on. Pocket with a blink, hoof stomp. Arena onto 3. Spear onto the Sniper and the Razor. Where's the damage? Where's the follow-up? Froz in no man's land. He's dead. His team is stuck in the base. Back goes Slam onto 4. There's the damage. There's the follow-up. Double kill by Spoody. Hit the replay button quick so you don't get fired. Pocket will die. Sorry, Pocket, you're not gonna be in the replay. Obviously, this entire fight was because Parasma. Obviously, that's what changed this fight. Tipping Benevolent, the true damage dealer in that, holy moly. I really was worried for them because the amount of space being generated by the Centaur here kind of negated that whole a 4-man arena, but the 4-man Echo Slamma Jamma. Alright, Epikid, please do some good farming while we watch the replay. Nobody die while we watch the replay. See, nice 3-man arena, but there's absolutely no damage from Froz. Epikid with the Echo, or the terrorized ulti thingy. Holy moly, Echo Slamma from Benevolent. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, back to this. That's Aegis, picked up by Epikid. Whoa, guess what, guys? Where's the button? Hey, look at the graph. We're back to a just barely 600 gold lead for initiative. The game is even, and surely someone's gonna buy BKB. There you go, there's one BKB queued up, there's a second BKB queued up, and Ags queued up for Centaur to try and save his cores. And it'll be another big timing for Team Forever. So they're smoked. They're going up into this triangle. Radiant are grouped, minus the Shaker who's bottom. Dire don't have vision in this top area, but they know they're not... They know the Radiant isn't bottom. They see Shadow Fiend farming the lane. They're gonna send the creeps to farm and cut the lane. Radiant know they're in their triangle. They're gonna take Tormentor. And likewise, Radiant don't have that much good vision on the map either. Ah! I was gonna try to draw. You can't draw because I'm watching in Dota TV. Anyways, Tormentor and Roshan claimed by Team Initiative. 3k lead! They're doing it! Team Initiative's doing it! I will say, starting the series at 8 Eastern instead of 9 Eastern is nice, because if it does go into a best of 3, I don't have to go to bed at like 2 in the morning. That is how math works, by the way. Yeah, so don't. I promise I've forgiven them for not communicating. I don't know why I don't believe myself, but I have. Item check, because apparently this guy's got a Yashikaya. Going for Ags next. Ags is actually done on the career for Spoony. And the Daedalus, holy damage output coming out from Initiative now. That's a lot of damage. And Mars just doing what he can, man. He's just trying to survive out here. He got a BKB for himself. It's level 15, actually. It is a little rough. But listen, as an offlaner who plays an incredibly sacrificial pause 3, it do be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta blink in and stun, provide vision information for your team, soak all the spells, and then your pause 4 carries the game. Ag's almost done on mid or Chen. So trying to bring another scaling damage here for them. And Sniper almost done with his BKB. Centaur still going for that Ags. 1,000 gold away from it. But BKB done on Smack. They're gonna get Coil onto the very, very dead Raptor. Very dead Raptor. Any of these level 20 skills are crazy. Waning Rift cooldown. What about you? Damage per soul. That's crazy. That's a lot of. That's a big. That's a timing that happened 3 levels ago that we definitely pointed out. Massive timing. Eye of the Storm interval. Really did not go for the Storm Surge damage when he's going for the Storm Surge build in his entirety. He's gonna get tornadoed by this neutral creep. But Smack is fine. Blink! Arita onto 2. Spear only on 1. The 3-man! Holy Echo Slam! 3-man Echo Slam, 3-man Storm Silence thingy. Smack BKBs though, trying to 1v5, but realizes, you know what, Shadow Fiend doesn't care about BKB, he can just smack me. Get it, guys? That was pretty good. That's gonna be another victory for Team Initiative, and Tier 3 is gonna be what they look to take next. How the turns have tabled. I am going to hydrate. Yes, Mountain Dew is hydration. Nobody die while I... Stop killing him. He's gonna get glimmered. The Roshan banner is going to be dropped. Saul, long range, trying to get it. But the Blink Coil, as well as the breaking it with the thingy, that's still benevolent. That was benevolent, not the puck. No way you broke it yourself. Alright, that was not benevolent. Saul broke it himself. Yeah. That's that, guys. That is Rax. Mid-Rax claimed. Aegis expires. Taking the tower. Blink silence onto the support. And one by one, they walk in and die. Not waiting for their cores to respawn. They bleed kills. And they lose their tier 4? No, they don't. Smack trying to walk in. Blink, hoof stomp onto 2. Fissure to control them. And the damage coming out from Epikid. You gotta be careful every time someone dies near him. Holy moly. The whole controversial one at a time strat. Indeed, absolutely indeed. The brother's reducing 29,000 armor now, and he's gaining an additional 628 damage. All of these numbers are accurate. We don't do exaggeration on this broadcast. Thank you. Fortify comes out. No one has buyback. Entropy with this band? Yeah, that is horrendous. Sam would just, like, disconnect from the call. He'd be like, you guys, I can't play. And then he'd leave. Fissure. On Smack. Arena onto 2. Smack will pop his BKB. The Chen is dead because he's just a creep at this time. Smack will die again to Epikid. Epikid reducing armor by 33 now. GG is called by Smack. And look at that, guys. It's 9 o'clock. As if nothing happened. And now we can start our something. As game 1. Incredible, incredible comeback from whatever your guys' name is. Initiative. It's right on the screen. If you just open your eyes, you get to see it. Toxic Shadow Fiend, report him. I agree. That was game 1. I think. I mean, what? Someone replay the tape? I think I said they were gonna win. Yeah. Not for the reasons that I talked about, though. I was like, oh, they're not gonna be able to kill the puck, and the puck's gonna have a free game. Puck did die. You got caught a few times on the puck, but that wasn't a problem. Epikid had a really good game. Understood that, hey, I'm the carry. I close my eyes. I don't care that we're like being destroyed in the first 20 minutes. Just hit creeps, get gold. When I hit my timing, and only he knows his timing. He knows when he's ready to go fight. He's like, all right, we're gonna defend. We're gonna defend our base. We're gonna defend our high ground. The damage starts coming out. The Shaker with the control, the sacrificial Mars plays. That's a nice like a Phoenix or some little bird action going. Oh, it's like a Hydra, Fire Hydra Phoenix thing. Dude's got like nothing. Like he's not a core. But he's helping the team. The amount of value that he's doing by just blinking arena and dying, very good. The patience, not forcing the things. I talked about them, the teams trying to like defend objectives too early when they're not ready without their items, without their levels. I don't think they did that. They allowed the Chen to take all the towers that he wanted. They were like, Chen, listen, man, just take it. You got your like 28 creeps. You're just gonna come at us with auras and stuff. And they started falling off around that timing. The pipe definitely was a good timing for Pocket to kind of balance the things a little bit, but the damage was too much coming out from the Shadow Fiend. Very solid game number 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Maybe you were bad luck the second you joined. I don't know. Maybe you were. Oh, there's the burp. Man, that was good. I've been waiting for that. Definitely, carbonated beverage, that helped. I don't know, I came here. Hero damage. Yo, this hero's nuts, by the way. Razor? Crazy. But I genuinely... I mean, the game isn't on the X. It's on, like, we'll say 20% on each hero, so 100% total. Quick maths. Hey. I do think that wasn't the most exciting item. Perhaps this wasn't the most exciting item. What incarnation was this? I mean, this came like last 2 minutes of the game, so it doesn't really matter. And at that point, as again, like Chen is not as impactful as he is in the early game, so I think honestly, Axe isn't that bad. It gives your team BKBs. It lasts up to 6 seconds for magic immunity for your allies that are nearby. Kind of nuts, kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, Centaur went the very default build, nothing wrong with that, but I think the way they approached, they kind of forced it. I think they forced it with that top racks. They could have slowed down a bit until they find their items, because when you're here, and you're like 6k lead, that's a 3. That 7 minus 4 is 3, but we're gonna say 6. Wasn't it 6k sometime in the game? Oh, that's the lead is 7k. Goodness gracious, I just subtracted the XP from the gold. They were 7k lead. I think at that point, there's always going to be a point in the game where you're like, hey, let's split up so each of us gets more XP. Because when you're grouped up, you're getting towers. You're taking objectives. It's nice, fun, and dandy and all. But meanwhile, sneaky, sneaky little Shadow Fiend is just farming. He's just farming. He's just farming. He's just farming. And I'm assuming, oh, look at that. High XP, high XP. You're like, okay, we took all the objectives in the game. We took Tormentor. There's literally no other objective. Your team, you'd have like a couple people sitting on triangle, just making sure the enemy doesn't leave their base, just like scaring them with a spell or two. Bluffing that you're all there, ready to kill them. But your cores are farming the rest of their map, trying to get their bigger items. Because like a 7k lead here, relatively, is different than a 7k lead here. So it's the same number, and the difference is big words. So you want that 7k lead to be a 12k lead, and the way you do that is getting bigger items. And yes, thoughts, concerns from my co-caster. Oh, thanks, Omar. I will say, glad we called the team that won the game. Correct team. Good job, correct team, for winning the game. Go Team Initiative. They also have their actual team name on, not whatever this is going. So really get it together, Mr. Mac, and put your team on the actual score sheet, which is Team Forever TOKC. And yeah, this is it. There's gonna be a lot of other games starting now for the regular scheduled time, but it is the first match goes to Team Initiative, and it is a best of 3. Team TOKC, Forever TOKC, they can still win the next game, force it to a game number 3, and then win the entire series. Like I said, teams want to make sure they get all their wins, because the 4th place team in each group of this round robin is going to be eliminated. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna go hydrate. You all should do that too, whether you're watching live or a replay or whatever it is. We're gonna hit you with the quick mute button and put the where'd the how is my scroll bar not working? I swear this screen is like going crazy. I think my resolution on the monitor. There you go. It's fine. Game 2 is coming soon, guys. I shall be right back. crazy, dude. That's so fast. I'm here. I just, Alright. They didn't update this core, so I'll add this core. Game number 2. Kinda wanna finish my snack. My snack is just chips.
5 seconds.
I'll catch you after, 3 more picks. I wanna shove a lot of chips in my mouth, and then I'll start talking in 3 more picks. Maybe you guys want to watch me eat. I don't know.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Alright. That's pretty good. Same pick order, same sides. Initiative still on Radiant. They have first pick. They get rid of Chen in the first phase. And they pick Centaur. Dire, they get rid of Shadow Demon and Mars. They pick the Tide Hunter. Now that leaves Phoenix in the pool, so Phoenix was grabbed by initiative. Holy moly. Got burps. Burps for days. Sure, everyone obviously appreciates that. Why would anyone tune to a stream if they don't want to hear someone burp? I feel like that's, you know, like the #1 thing that you guys look for. Ursa was another hero that was banned last game, and now it was picked, so we're seeing changes, some exciting things. What's going to happen? Who knows? Stay tuned. But I do know that this Ursa is really good against both Centaur and Phoenix. And the Shadow Demon is also picked. And I have the Warlock Shadow Demon support duo coming out from Team Forever TOKC.
5 seconds remain.
Now I know we were all promised Pierce at 9 o'clock, but maybe he's taking a nap. I wish him the best in his nap. Wow, that's a lot of reserve time used, by the way. I just looked at that. Team Forever used a good amount of the reserve time, and likewise Initiative are also using the reserve time in this second picking phase. A Templar Assassin. Similar to that Shadow Fiend, honestly, kind of like does the same vibe, right? It's high burst damage with the armor reduction, can take your towers quickly after a team fight ends.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, it's about the burst snowball.
It is Dire's ban.
And it gives you a very good objective taking in terms of Roshan and Tormentor, which is a nice response to the Ursa, because that's what he does as well. Last phase bans going to be a Leshrac ban, a Queen ban. Both teams targeting mid laners.
10 seconds.
Who was it that called it out? Benevolent? Benevolent wanted a solo cast? Well, you get in a solo cast for the whole series, Benevolent. So if you really like it, if you really like my solo cast, Benevolent, you should lose this game so it could go to a game number 3. And you get 3 whole games of this madness. It felt like kind of a Green Goblin vibe there. I don't know why, it just kind of came out. Puck will be banned, so we're not going to be seeing Spoonie's Puck. As a matter of fact, none of these heroes are repeats. Every single pick is a unique pick. Shen and Razor were banned. The other heroes from last game were still available for Team Forever. And then Shadow Fiend, Mars, and Puck were banned from Team Forever. Slardar is the pick that they go for. And could be a Slardar mid, probably a Slardar mid or a Slardar safe lane, Templar mid. Maybe they have that kind of flexibility on their team where they can take it in either direction. But either case, the Templar will be fulfilling that like late game carry scaling role, and Slardar will be fulfilling the early blink, pew pew, get in your face role. A Visage! Wow, now that's a hero. I can lie here and say that I know that Saul has a very, very good Visage, but I don't know anything about anyone. I'm not the stats guy. I'm just the crazy guy. But we do have our draft for game number 2. You know... For the sake of the hype and the sport and the longevity of casts, I want Dire to win, and I kind of feel like their draft could be just barely a little easier to execute. I don't know. Froz struggled in the lane last game. He had a difficult lane, but he still had a lot of impact, so this game, it could still be the same thing, right? You're gonna be not having a great time against Smax's Ursa. But this Visage, man... So it's Spoonie on the Slardar mid. I feel like Visage... A good Visage, which I'm assuming like he is, right? You last pick Visage in this game. You want to win the series. He's probably a good Visage. I think that's gonna do a lot of good for them. And... yeah, I'm gonna say like 57% towards Forever TOKC. That 7%, probably 5 of it is biased because I want a game 3. And the other, the 2 of the 7 is probably just because I kind of like... It's hard not to blink with Ursa and just like kill someone, right? Same thing with Templar, but I feel like this guy, right, the Shadow Demon, can definitely disrupt what's going on with the Slardar. You can get rid of his haste. We're gonna hold that thought as it's a smoke on smoke action again. Benevolent will get gushed. He is slowed, gonna use Fire Spirits. Fatal Bonds onto 3. Mitter Chen gets the disruption off onto Spoonie. Spoonie was gonna walk away. Pocket taking a good amount of damage here as Raptor is going to try and body block. Saul is doing significant damage with his... I know it. I'm not even gonna look. It's like soul. It's got the word soul assumption. Soul assumption. Guys, this is too good. I'm too good at this. I'm just so good. Yeah. Team Initiative realized, hey, we can't really go against the soul assumption level 1. It's gonna do 300 damage. 70? Never mind. 70 times 3. I thought this was, it used to be 100. Or is it a skill? It's a skill at level 20. Mitter Chen gets the disruption off onto Spoonie and will grab that bounty rune, going 3 in favor of Team Forever. Leaf will be disrupted. He is also asking for help, so if anyone wants to provide help, Leaf is asking for help. I don't know about this lane. Let's see, 58 base damage. How's his spread? It's 10. A lot less spread on this guy. I think Slardar might be okay, because he has innately some regen in the water. Yeah, he has 2.5 regen in the water. I don't think it's going to be a crazy... Never mind, CS is like beyond cooked to do. He's got 2 denies, almost got the 3rd deny. We're missing a Rubik dropping very low because we're just watching mid laners CS against each other. Now this top lane's definitely where there's gonna be blood. You have a Centaur versus Ursa. Ursa just thirsty for blood, sniffing the blood on this Centaur, wants to just smack him again. The jokes write themselves. The Rokes jike themselves. I can't. This guy died. This guy died. I actually don't know how. I missed it, so the game is not going to show me. Probably out of position, got lifted. Holy, where did we go off the map? He got lifted into some good burst damage there. But top lane, I believe this sets your attack speed. No, it's bonus attack speed. I don't know. I'm not a great Dota player. If overpower like fully negates the effect of fire spirits, probably does. Not like fully, but makes it makes fire spirits as if it weren't there. I got nothing to say about this mid lane. I'm gonna go watch somewhere else. Another lift. Pulls him back. Midder Chen will get the disruption on Epikid this time. Epikid taking some damage. And Menace is a very good spell. Or sorry, very good innate. The damage amplification is not just from damage coming out from the top lane. They tried to find the kill on Raptor, but the Shadow Word keeps him healthy, and Benevolent Gremlin gets baited into his death. Everyone benefits from that extra damage amplification. Lift back into the tower. The creep tanks a few hits, and Pocket does not get attacked once, thanks to the aggro by that creep. Goodness gracious, Centaur is very upset, very sad. Okay. Honestly, I was going to talk about this with Pierce here, but he's not here. So, I think you need a ring on this hero. He has 0 armor, dude. You have to have a ring on Centaur. It increases the effectiveness of your HP. That first 2 points of armor that you get. Very effective. And he goes for the double bracer build, which is great. You know, it gives you a little bit of movement speed, like 2 movement speed, 3 movement speed. I like armor on the hero, because like with Axe and Centaur, the main way you're farming is by standing there and letting the creeps hit you. And so kind of like when you're playing Shadow Fiend, you buy Clarities, because that's the resource you're using to farm. Your health is the resource you're using to farm on Centaur. And you kind of want to stay alive. Fatal Bonds in the top lane. On the creeps, Benevolent. Pretty sad about that. Smack gets Fire Spirited, Hoof Stomped, and oh, just misses his Earth Shock there. Gosh, everybody's low HP up here. Mid lane, is it still favoring the Slardar? Yes, it is. What does this scale with? Corrosive Haze. But yeah, having that armor makes you happy. Now, Templar also happy. Both carries, the carries on both teams. Quite pleased with how their lane is going. Templar, short-range hero, so you're going to be attacked by the Anchor Smash. However, you're not going to take damage thanks to your Refraction. And you also don't lose that much damage because refraction gives you green bonus damage, not white flat damage. So it's a pretty nice heads-up pick. We feel like Phoenix is able to stand at the wave without getting gone on. And disruption onto Spoony, who is going to go on mid or Chen, realizing, hey, you don't have your defensive ability anymore, I am going to just punch you to death. And bottom as well, that's not bottom, this is bottom. They also find Slardar, who did get abandoned by his support. The massive rotation by this Shadow Demon was quite costly. Saul got his level 6, will stack his stuns by the birds, doesn't have mana, has to walk away. Spoonie's like, yo, I'm a big boy, I'm a big fish in the water, what you gonna do about it? He is gonna try to kill one of this... What is the cooldown on it, huh? Ain't no way it's 11 seconds, bro. Didn't that used to be like 13? Anyways, apparently it's back up and the birds did not die. I thought one of them was gonna die. Phoenix can stand in the lane and then Centaur doesn't need to be standing back like a sniper. Yeah. Epi Kid is happy. You've seen how fast he was able to farm on the SF. And Leaf was thinking about that Shrine of Wisdom. Shadow Poison gets popped a little too early here, doesn't get the kill on Leaf, but they are still stacking that damage on him. Leaf, one more Shadow Poison is not needed, actually, thanks to Raptors. Shadow Word, Shadow Poison, Shadow Word, Shadow Demon, Shadow... something. Alright, Saul got himself a Clarity. Saul has mana now. I feel like I had a train of thought somewhere, sometime. Oh, the farming! Epikid. Templar also a hero that is able to just flash farm very effectively. As Pocket taking a good amount of damage here from Epikid, who's gonna stick up and finds the kill on Pocket. Has another refraction up, goes on mid or Chen. Templar gets 2 kills in this lane with the help of Leaf securing the second. And Templar will definitely be able to clear jungle very quickly. And is happy with how the game has started so far. Slardar has an invisibility rune. Looking to rotate top onto Smack, who is already level 6. Not gonna be the easiest kill. Maybe if they force the ultimate, and it is going to be forced. Smack in a little bit of trouble here, trying to find the Centaur before he dies, but no luck. Centaur gets level 6 off of that kill and will stampede away to escape Saul, who's gonna drop his birds. Slitherine Crush onto him with a bash. Still going. Saul, another Slitherine Crush. With the Fire Spirits, they still have vision thanks to the Corrosive Haze. Bottom, everyone is trying to kill this. Templar, Epikid, used his stick. Doesn't have refraction anymore. Running away, Shadow Word will claim the bounty on that dominating Ravage thanks to the kill they just got. Gave him level 6. Top lane. Gremlin. Hold on, that ain't top lane. He was right here when he died. I don't know, I thought he was... Holy, double kill from Raptor. We're just gonna watch that back. Someone died off-screen. Off-screen was, like, right here. And I was just so quick to be like, oh, so it must have been top lane, guys. Must have been something. Alright, Benevolent hit 6 off of that. But yeah, Epikid able to find a kill right before he has died. Rubik was full HP, gets ravaged, and now the freaking Golem is just running him down. Smack and another smack, bam, double kill for Raptor. Also, like, I'm incredibly vulnerable when I'm watching a replay because I'm just like staring at this screen. I have no idea what's going on in the main game. So like, someone could get a rampage while watching a replay. Who cares? We're just gonna miss it. And yes, what's going on here? Trying to go on Epikid. A little bit of damage, a little bit of pressure. They do go through his refraction somewhat well. It's not like as fast as Venomancer. But with the little imps coming out from the Warlock, it does kind of tick through them decently. And now Saul is here. They're going to drop a sentry down, and they're going on him. They're going to drop the first bird, second bird, and holy imps coming out. The Stampede gets him away, but Raptor had the Blood Shadow Word on him. That's a lot of misses coming out from the creeps, but it should not matter. The egg will fall, and Saul claims the kill. And his phylactery is on the courier. Spoony has treads 1,000 gold from Blink Dagger. Dragon thingy, what's it called? Dragon Lance. Spoony fortifies the creeps in the mid lane. Tries to go onto mid or Chen, but the TP is coming out here from the Visage. Saul, his TP is cancelled by himself. Nobody cancelled it in the bottom lane. Mid or Chen gets the level 6 from the creeps, but his just purge, what the fuck? Demonic purge. Just straight up demonic purge. It was not enough to get the kill. Ursa makes the rotation bottom, make sure his team gets that tower. He's gonna be scouted by one of the traps. Smack is not far behind Epikid in terms of net worth. A few hundred XP ahead of him. But he doesn't have the Battle Fury quite yet. Epikid is trying to take the gate. Saul will cancel it with one of the birds. Golem is going to be dropped to get the second cancel, and that is a dead Epikid. And that should even the balance a bit. I was going to say how you already have a farming item on the Templar in terms of her side blades. So until Ursa gets that Battle Fury, he's going to be trying to play catch-up. But he's now got all the ketchup and mustard that he needs after that kill. And Templar, similar to Shadow Fiend, but I think more volatile than Shadow Fiend in terms of like the snowball ability. You want to be playing ahead of the enemy team. You want to be snowballing and being aggressive and kill, kill, kill. So every time the Templar dies, big impact, big scary for team initiative here. And again, very biased opinion here. Go whatever the heck you get it called. Team Forever poo-poo face. Because Game 3, who doesn't want to see a Game 3? Well, probably Team Initiative doesn't want to see a Game 3, but I'm a neutral observer. I'm here for the more games, more casting. Alright, any other crazy, exciting items? Shiva's 200 gold away for this Phoenix. Is it cheaper now that the whole thing changed? I don't know. But let's see. What is the cost? It is cheaper, yeah. Because I think it used to be like 2,200. I think it used to be 2,200. So yeah, pretty good to just rush it on a support. Especially one like Phoenix who doesn't mind buying a Shiva's anyways. He's queued up the entire Shiva's. Centaur 400 away from his Blink Dagger. Smack! Did you stack that yourself, lad? Oh no! Epikid stacked that and Smack stole it from him, lad. Oh, that's crazy, lad. Now that's prime solo casting moment. That's like, I'm losing it. I love it. It's great. Blink Dagger on Spoony is done. I was still going through items, guys. Oh no, okay, he has Battle Fury, no Blink yet. This guy's got something on the courier. It's Observers. He had Observers on the courier, rushing the Ghost Scepter. Phylactery done on Saul, going for a Orchid, as Spoony is like, yo, Blink reveal, but Smack's like, hold on a minute, I'm an Ursa, I ain't scared of you, so Smack's gonna run away. Alright, quick items. Oh no, this guy doesn't have anything, he's a support, but he's going for an Aether Lens. Pocket is 30 gold away from his, nope, he's got it. He's got his Vlads on the courier. Roshan has entered the battlefield. He's gonna throw Saul away. Saul is down. Saul is dead. Somebody call an ambulance. Centaur is like absolutely living on the edge there as he is going to be farming the Ancients. Good thing Zeus is not in the game. Hold on, bro. Was I blind? Did he have that when I said he was rushing this? When he was rushing Ghost Scepter? Was that in his inventory? I'm pretty sure it would have been. Like, where else would it have been? Am I just like... That's fine, guys. He's a whole, Solar Crest. I don't know how I missed that. Eyes don't work. Speaking of eyes, Radiant Tower eyeing this top tower. That's a smooth transition, guys. Blink, Slithering, Crush, and Pocket is going to get caught. Does not use Ravage here, as he realizes he has died and his team won't be able to respond in time. Top tower claimed the first tier 1 for initiative here, evening up the score of towers in this game. That's a Blink on Slardar, Blink on Centaur, and Desolator picked up just after that kill, so he doesn't have a stack on it yet. But he's halfway to his Blink on Templar. The triple Blink core on initiative is a very, very scary thing to face, as Midderchen will get to the Demonic Purge onto Leaf. The Leaf is absolutely dead. Midderchen... Spells, guys. Spells are being used. Spoony does die, even though they missed half their spells. He did tank 33 ultimates, though. So Spoony is like, you know, I may have died, but Smack is in, brother. Smack is in. Smack is in. He does have his blink. That he just, like, blinked. But that's the Golem and Ravage used. Golem did not connect the stun on Slardar because he was disrupted, but it doesn't matter. It's about sending a message. It's about saying, hey, you're beneath me. I don't even need to land the Golem on you. I could just kill you. And Smack is going to run away from the very dead Midderchen. Egg is going to be forced. Smack doesn't have ult for another couple. Smack is... Oh, Smack is going to die. Saul will get stunned by the Egg, and Epikid finds a double kill. May have overextended after you've already used all of your ultimates there. And Team Initiative realized that, and they take advantage of it. Good for them. Great job. Now I'm actually going to hydrate with a hydration drink instead of a Mountain Dew. Thank you. We're back.
There is little hope for Dyer's.
You guys should hydrate. Anyways.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Mid tower will be the second tower that Radiant claim. It is actually fortified here by Dire. Blink onto Visage. Amazing deep ward here by Leaf to scout it out. Saul immediately dies, and Froz will pay for that with his life. Benevolent doesn't have Egg. He's trying to run away from Pocket, but Pocket not able to attack. Smack. Jumps Leaf. Spoony finds Raptor. Holy burst damage from Epikid. Okay. So I could have realized this 20 minutes ago, right? But better late than never. The freaking minus armor, you guys. Holy Spoony Epikid. You just Corrosive Haze. He's level 12. Well, 13, but whatever. He hit the level 12 timing, so he's got the minus 10, minus 15 instead of minus 10, and this freaking banana spell that's minus 11 plus minus 7. Quick maths, it's like, it's at least minus 2 armor on the enemy, and so, like, they die, right? It's pretty tough. And even the Ursa. You don't have your Enrage up, you're just gonna get clapped by this Templar. Who has the blink now and is going for... Is that a shard? Nope. Nice. Another burp. Has the... and followed by a hiccup. I'm sure you guys are super invested in that. That's why I want to communicate it as it happens. I don't want you guys to be left behind. But that is a Hurricane Pike from the Templar Assassin. And he's starting to reach that sweet spot, right? This is the sweet spot that Templar wants to be in. You want to be playing ahead of the enemy team so that you're always able to blink burst them in 2 attacks. And you want to maintain that distance. You want to maintain that advantage as he's going to go top. Golem! Oh! Hesitates just a bit. Not sure if that was going to land or not, to be honest. But Raptor does not drop the Golem. Epikid Goes for that Tormentor, and the objective capability, the objective taking capability from Team Initiative here. Holy. Very fast, they kill Tormentor. They scan the and see that Dire is on the other side of the gate. See Smack on a trap as well. Yeah, so this isn't what I was expecting from the mid Visage. I thought, like, you know, go crazy, go kill people sort of stuff. But he's not really killing a lot of people. He is only level 12. And the top tower is going to die. Fortification not used because it was used mid, so that would be their tier 3 fort. And Ursa going for Roshan. Benevolent is like, here's an egg to scare them, and hey, I mean, it worked. It's a dead Shadow Demon. Dead Shadow Demon. And a dead Warlock to be... Oh, that's a nice Ghost Scepter. Keeps him alive for a couple of seconds, but the lift from Rubik will find the kill. Golem is not dropped. Pocket throws the anchor deep in the water thingy. But now Roche is dead. And that's a shard on Slardar as well. So, able to apply the amplification. I think the shard was picked up at least. Yes, it was. From the Tormentor. That's going to be a dead... Roche, 2 objectives from Dire. Taken 10k lead. Minute 22, Epikid has Aegis. Has Deso, has Blink, has DD, has a Crystallis on the Courier. Has a goal in mind to go end the game in the next 10 minutes. He wants me to cry. Epikid is like, Omar wants a game 3. No, I said good day, sir. No game 3 for you. And he's gonna claim the last outer tower here. Pipe is done from the Centaur. Good timing for them as they want to take this high ground. Or they don't. Who knows? They probably should, though. Like, you wait a couple minutes and Ursa's gonna have his BKB. And does BKB do anything against Templar? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you have the Slardar, you have the Templar. BKB really is for just the Centaur and Rubik. There's gonna be a nice TP out from Midder Chen. I called the right guy. Damn, I was so close. Raptor. Guys, it was a 50-50 between the supports. It's okay, we'll get him next time, Chief. There's a good TP out from Raptor there as he was trying to push the mid lane. Spoony Blink does not connect on Smack. They do get the Stampede on. Rubik gets the lift up. And that's a dead Smack. Smack do be dead. Smack dead. Report Templar Assassin. Not sure why. But I'm all for it. I would like him banned from the league. He's not giving me a game 3. Mans is playing his carry role to perfection and is pushing. Objectives killing heroes. All right, now what is this Dire trying to do? How do they get back into this game? Ags is a good item for Saul. He drops an observer on this sentry, but it won't be scouted out until someone actually comes to check the high ground. Shadow Demon. I actually don't know, guys. I don't know how they can kill Epikid. Yeah. How long is the puddle? 7 seconds. It turns into... Duration by 5 seconds. Turns into 12 seconds. I don't know how they kill Epikid. Even twice. Bro, Pocket just like got half his health deleted. Leaf almost died to Smack. Smack popped his ulti though. Ravage onto 3. Ravage is stolen by Leaf actually. Can he get in there? No. He ravages nothing, but it was all for style points. Mitter Chen dies and has to buy back immediately. Smack is dead, doesn't have buyback. Golem is dropped. Pocket is dead, has buyback. Will he expend it? Saul is also dead. Oh no, it's a disaster. GG is called. If the Claire series, I'm embarrassed. If Claire series goes 3 games, guys, because it was between you and the Claire series. If the Claire series goes 3 games, I'm gonna report this to the admin team. I don't know what my complaint is. I don't know what my report is. But I wanted to... It's 9:48. I can't be done casting for the day. I'm about to lose it. Alright. We're gonna cast the rest of the Claire series. I'm gonna... Let me look up what team name they are. I'm gonna, like, end the stream, start the stream immediately again afterwards, right after, like, I change the title. Let me look up what their team name is. Claire. How's everybody doing today? Okay, Claire and Billy. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm looking at this Google sheet and I don't see either Claire or Billy on the captain's list of the team rankings, and like just control F. Okay. Bunch of old men booming around. Ooh. Today's February 7th. Okay. Are they? February 7th. Okay. Bunch of old men booming around, and then what was the Billy? Billy. Is something apes? What was this? Curious Georgian 4 apes. Are they playing today, or am I like... I mean, if they're not playing today, I would love to guess their series. But either way, let me wrap this one up first. Very strong game number 2. I got the prediction wrong. It was a very biased prediction because I was hoping to see a game number 3, but the better team definitely won this. The Slardar mid, I was surprised by how well it did against the Visage. I think the attack animation, kind of like this slow little range attack from Visage, makes it maybe hard to last hit. But well played overall from them. Kind of the Epikid show game 1 and 2, so I'll give him the MVP for the entire series. Are they playing today? I would hope so. Oh, Billy is casting or streaming his own game. Billy Schmoocher. I'm assuming you're Billy Schmoocher. You're casting your own game. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna probably cast the other game. Is there a way to see more live games before? Like, I feel like I'm missing them, guys. Like, they would be here unless they didn't ticket it, and then we would report them and then get them, kill them, guys. Yeah. So that's the series that we have for you all. I'm going to call it here, and if I actually manage to find their game to watch it, then I will cast it. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. That was at 2-0 for Team Initiative. A very solid victory. I liked how game number 1, again, they knew exactly what they needed to do. They waited their timing. They weren't afraid of how fast they were losing towers to Chen. Game number 2, then, they also knew that, hey, once Templar reaches that sweet spot, once we get that triple blink timing, blink Hoof Stomp, blink Slitherine Crush is more than enough time for Epikid to blink attack, dead. And hindsight 2020, 30-30, 40-40, definitely the better draft given how I totally forgot about the minus armor synergy between these two heroes. And against these very, very poor souls, they stood no chance. And that was our first round robin series. It has concluded. And see you all next week or in 5 minutes when I find the Claire series. Thank you, and Mad Dog out.